champion, a Premier League champion, let's not forget. And he's looking to win it again this year.
Adam to throw first.
Adam Gawlas has the darts. He has beaten Johnny before on the Euro Tour. You're going back half a decade, though, when he was still a teenager playing in Budapest.
But that was a very big game for Adam because he'd never made the quarterfinals on the Euro Tour before.
43.
And by beating Johnny, that was where things changed for him. It was the first Hungarian darts trophy at the Pap Laszlo Arena in Budapest.
96.
He would subsequently make the quarterfinals in Czechia the following year, where somewhat famously made Vincent van der Voort feel very uncomfortable. But he's looking to make Johnny the Ferret Clayton very uncomfortable tonight in front of a very, very packed audience here
100.
in Krakow.
Now Gerwyn Price, one of the withdrawals alongside Michael van Gerwen, but we've got some decent replacements because Michael Smith, obviously a big name, former world champion. Callum Ridge started the year playing really good stuff. Really excited to see what Callum Ridge can do here.
They've been given excellent games as well. Michael Smith's known Joe since he was a kid, and Ridge and Woodhouse are besties. Two very different types of player in this fixture. Very
90.
deliberate. The man from Czechia, and the Ferret just, well, he's played darts like this his entire life. Rather rapid and organic. And every now and again he'll do something that will make you question his counting.
Yeah, he plays in a carefree manner, Johnny Clayton, and he probably benefits from it. He doesn't pay much attention to the numbers. He doesn't benefit from that. Well, Gawlas there, he's thinking clearly from 268. That's not a bad way to go on the 19s. 4 19s and a 25, leads 167. If he shoots 2 to 19s, treble 20 leads 170. It just didn't execute it correctly.
59.
Even Johnny did the right thing there. That was nice to see.
He knew he should have been doing something. You weren't quite sure until right at the end whether he was going to do the right thing, but he did.
Well, that's the thing about counting these days, isn't it? You've got to be able to put yourself in a position where you can leave a finish with your last dart in hand. That's what some of these shots are all about. Here you're just looking to max it to leave double 12. And if you can't, that's not a bad plan B.
Adam, he requires 76.
Just to hold his throw. Take the opening leg. The 16. Little bit of magic.
36. Johnny requires 64.
Not quite Gawlas, doesn't quite work. Johnny Clayton, 64. Double 16. That's where he does a lot of his business. 1-0 Clayton.
Johnny Clayton.
Plenty for Gawlas. Has got to keep Clayton away from shots like that. The two best players in the world when on form for double 16 combination finishes. Damon Heta and Johnny Clayton.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few others you could chuck in there, you know, with Joyce and Van Veen, but certainly those two are right up there. One dart at double 16 at the end of the combo. And Johnny Clayton has made a habit of taking those shots home.
58.
Just to put a little bit of extra seasoning on that game that Gawlas did defeat Clayton. That was 2021, the year of the Ferret.
97.
Yeah, very good point. That was where Johnny Clayton was, and I don't think there was much debate at the time, the best player in the world. Now, he wasn't the top ranked because a lot of his titles were unranked ones. World Series Finals, Premier League, Masters wasn't ranked at the time.
And you might think that was a time of year where Johnny was having not the best of times in his best season. Well, actually, it was just before he won the World Grand Prix.
Arguably the high water mark of his career 44. So far. Adam Gawlas back playing good darts and seemingly enjoying himself. You mentioned that run in Prague where he was absolutely loving every second of it. I've seen a little bit of that here this weekend.
Can you imagine if we see some of the scenes from Prague here this weekend, because he went and incited the crowd to assist his run. However, the early signs of Clayton can do that and put them together that tightly Gawlas is going to have to find another gear. Now, with all due respect to the man from Czechia, I think these people are all here for Krzysztof Ratajski.
58. Johnny require 80.
Over the top of that. And one in the red bit at the top.
Games on the second
That
leg.
looked
Johnny
very,
Clayton.
very straightforward, didn't it?
Good, and it's Adam to go first. Game on.
Making a very complicated game, or we so think, very uncomplicated, but that's what confidence can do. He won in Glasgow, yes, but it feels better than that. He beat Littler, he beat Price, he beat Van Veen,
100.
and he was never really in trouble.
Yeah, and first time in years that he'd beaten Gerwyn Price. Obviously, any win against Littler is a feather in your cap, and I think you can say that about Jan Van Veen nowadays.
One thing you mentioned about Adam yesterday is that he's been around for quite a while. He's still very young. He's of an age that Luke Littler will be in 5 years. That puts it into perspective. And if this performance is following this kind of momentum that Clayton is building, I fear for Gawlas here. We did see 6-0 this afternoon, and if Gawlas is not careful, it could happen to him. That'll help.
38.
Look at the grouping on those 3 darts. Absolutely wonderful.
Well, look, I know that I
require 167.
bang on about the same things a lot all the time. We'll see if Gawlas can take this one out. Does he want to? Does he want to? He wants to. Oh, not a bad effort either from Adam Gawlas. And leave himself a 25 to tidy up when he comes back.
That's actually not a bad visit after the first 2 darts.
Certainly isn't. Lots of things can go wrong here. Make sure the single 9. That job done.
Johnny
Wasn't
require
done. And Johnny
101.
Clayton. This is very makeable.
Uh-oh. It's double 16 again.
69.
I think everybody in this place thought that was
16.
going.
Johnny Clayton may have expected it to. Would have been 3-0 with a double break, but Adam Gawlas won't be rushed. He won't be stopped from taking the left. Yeah, I know I bang on about the same things all the time, but sometimes players do have to take a step back before they take 2 steps forward. And Nathan Aspinall is an example of that. He was on the tour. He was on the tour for a while. He was a good pro. But it didn't work out, and he wasn't good enough to stay in that top 64 and lost his tour card. Spent a whole year not on the tour. When he came back, he was better and went on to become UK Open champ, title winner, then the UK Open champ, world semi-finalist. Obviously went on to win the match play. Look what he's doing now, #1 in Europe last year. He was 27 when he won the UK Open. Adam Gawlas is 24. It's not beyond the realms. Mike de Decker was around an awful long time before he won the World Grand Prix. Martin Schindler's second coming was a lot better than his first. There is no need to write off Adam Gawlas because he ended up falling off the tour with a bit of a whimper, to be honest, in his first incarnation.
And let's face it, because of what we've seen from the likes of Aspinall and de Decker, we are hoping for the same from the likes of Gawlas, Max Hopp, and potentially, with a slightly bigger gap, Jeffrey Desvaughn.
Yeah, certainly.
But they had success at the start. That's the difference. The success for Gawlas was making quarterfinals on the European Tour. For Desvan and Hop, it was winning
140.
multiple times. And Clayton's left 80 again, so Gawlas can do nothing about leg 4 unless Clayton makes an error. Can you really classify missing an 80 checkout as an
59.
error?
Johnny require 80.
Darts to win every leg so far. He should get a dart to win this one. Is it as straightforward as before? You
Goes
bet it is, Johnny Clayton.
Johnny Clayton. Good luck, it's Adam to go first.
Honestly, the World
Game
Cup
on.
this year, if Clayton's playing like this, finishing like this, and the way that Price has been scoring on the Pro Tour, it could be devastating for every other country.
I think
42.
as a team, most people would agree they're probably the best looking duo in how they dovetail. They've got a lot of experience playing together, and they are an
59.
incredibly successful pairing, those two. Not the reigning champions, of course. Northern Ireland have that. And potentially, if we see the two Lukes team up again, they could deliver on their obvious talent, but it didn't work last year.
Well, here's the thing. Look at what it took
140.
from Northern Ireland to deny Wales the title.
That's a very good point. Northern Ireland played brilliantly, and they still only just won it.
60.
This is a bit of a mid-game lull from Johnny. This is something that Gawlas has got to take advantage of. Statistically, it's not that different to yesterday, but it feels like night and day.
79.
Johnny Clayton is taking his chances. Dirtman Diving Water wasn't doing so much as Obelix sets off after a 9-foot inflatable shark for reasons that elude me.
60.
Just when you think you've seen it all. Nice string on the line, isn't he? Can he recover?
64.
The answer's no eventually. It's too erratic.
Yeah, it's not as neat and tidy as it was yesterday. That leaves him open to be punished, and that is a punishing visit. 180 number 3 in this game, all of them from the ferret.
Gonna get a sore left finger at this rate. It's back though, does Gawlas.
136.
I know he's hit the single there, but that was a lazy dart. You've got to stay in your process and go for it properly. However, that was really close to a shot at double 11.
90. Adam will require 40.
Trying to double his leg count.
That is a dream marker.
Goes on the fifth.
The double was about double the size after that first dart.
Game on.
That's the classification of a good marker, a dart that makes the double bigger.
180.
Hi, doctor, I've got a sore left finger. What's that to do with? Johnny, you're hitting too many 180s.
Number 4 for Johnny Clayton, who's never really been an enormous 180 hitter.
59.
He's going to have to go some to do what Cameron Menzies did yesterday afternoon. He had 9.
9 and 10 legs from Cameron Menzies, and he's followed it up today with a 6-0 whitewash of James Wade. Granted, Wade wasn't very good, but Cameron Menzies was.
It's not really a position you can attack from, 4-4-2. Just to get yourself back in the leg, you need the max, and then you've got to be creative to leave the finish. And you don't have the darts, which doesn't help.
85.
A little bit of a loose one, but it's a difficult one to punish for Gawlas here.
Well, had he found a 20, it would have been 1-2-1. Again. Hit a key one in Glasgow the other night.
Something of a signature shot for Johnny Clayton. But it's because he's a very straight player, so he's leaving 1-2-1 a lot. But the 136 would be nice. Very nice indeed, double eight.
128.
A lot of his darts are finding the bottom of the 60, which is very encouraging, because he can build on that dart.
$59. Johnny requires.
See how he likes the top right corner. Double four for 4 legs. 4 points. Now 2.
No
And even his
score.
favourite double doesn't cooperate. If you are going to miss 3 darts a double there, you're better off going to the start.
Yeah. So
39.
even when it's
Johnny
going wrong,
requires
it's kind of
8.
going right for Johnny Clayton.
Game show the 6th
There he
leg,
comes
Johnny
back
Clayton.
with the security of knowing he could miss inside a couple of times and still have an option to win the leg, and he pins double 4 first dart anyway. 4-2.
Do you think Johnny's victory at the Dutch Darts Championship last year wasn't just redemption for losing the previous final in that tournament to Josh Rock? But does it feel like a better victory in the final now that Springer won in Hungary?
180.
What a start to the leg.
Now only Johnny's on the 9. Roughly this time of year that he got his 9 darter at Minehead.
140.
Scooby Snack is on offer, but declined.
140.
It just looks so likely at the minute. Even when he's having the odd bad start to a leg, he's able to fix it. This is a 97 average performance, and it feels like there's another 3 or 4 gears to find.
128. $59. And it'll be required 53.
Not really sure why he switched there, Johnny Clayton. I mean, he's got a better view of how his darts were lying, but it looked inviting. This is inviting for Gawlas. And that's an 11-dart leg from Adam Gawlas. Excellently done. Cuts the gap to just 1. And this game, while it has been Johnny Clayton who's been the aggressor and the better player, it is not the most commanding lead in the world. And just 60 might open the door.
There's a game this afternoon between Nathan Aspinall and Daryl Pilgrim. Aspinall got the lead and Pilgrim started to erode that lead, but he left himself with too much to do. What you just said, Dan, is very apt, because this guy's only 1 leg behind. If he has the hottest part of his game right here, he could put the Ferret in trouble.
Really could. Misses out on what would have been a 6th 180, but Adam Gawlas has hit his first 2 of the match in the last 2 legs. He is hitting his best form of the match right now. That is perfect. Oh my word, he's nearly on the 9.
He really should have been on it. Those 2 flights were a good centimetre apart. There was a massive tunnel between those 2 darts for it to collect like a Venus flytrap, and he missed a massive marker.
Well, he may not be hitting the 9, but he's stolen the darts here. It's a brilliant opportunity for Adam Gawlas to level the game and have the darts when he's been second best for a lot of this contest.
There have been times in Johnny's career where he struggled on Saturdays on the European Tour.
134.
It was a problem twice in his career. Last year, not so much. He won 7 out of 13 Saturdays. But you don't want to get off onto the wrong foot at the start of the Euro Tour season. You want to start making Sundays as a habit.
Gets the single, leaves tops. Another great marker. But he does not use it. This is a big ask for Johnny Clayton. Is he too far away?
Just a little high on the first one.
78.
He's going to have to
Enemy
dig deep,
required 20.
because this really should be 4-4 now. Gawlas with a somewhat Clint Eastwood style surveying of the stage before he goes for double 10.
Gage on the open, Adam Gawlas.
4-4.
To throw first.
And Adam Gawlas
Game on.
has won the last 2 legs in just 24 darts. And because of his pace, it disguises what a burst this is. Look at him go. Oh.
120.
I know what you mean, because if you look at a certain car going fast, it's breathtaking. But if a precise piece of engineering, like
99.
a big fast car, and it cruises, you think it's going about 50 when in fact it's going about 200.
Yeah, look, if this is Rids, Watermainer, Littler, who's just gone nearly back-to-back 11 darters, missed the doubles, it's delivered in half the time it's taken Gawlas to do it, and you're thinking, wow, hang on, what's going on here? You're caught up in a whirlwind. Adam Gawlas is doing the same standard stuff here, but it's not as rapid. It kind of disguises how brilliant this is. And Johnny Clayton's going to have to find some decent stuff. It's his 6th 180. He's still not really in charge of this leg.
You make a very good point, Dan, because if you think back in the day, how good was Dennis Priestley at this pace? And it would feel horrible if you're the opponent.
46.
At the slower pace, he's playing brilliantly, and you're on the receiving end. It feels like they're killing you with kindness.
95.
Last dart from Johnny Clayton. It's down to 127. Was that poor visit from Gawlas? Is that going to prove to be fatal?
One of those finishes, isn't it? In that range where it's 1 treble, 1 single, and a bull.
Desperate for the 60. Makes such a difference if he gets it. Huge dart. Huge dart from Adam Gawlas.
27.
Incredible deflection. Not that treble, Johnny. He needed that one, but he wanted it on dart 2 after a single 20. Monstrous moment. I just wonder if there's going to be a reaction from Gawlas if he hits this. Still an if. Needs treble 19.
One dart at tops. Gawlas misses a dart to lead this match for the first time. To let off for Johnny Clayton. He's got to make the most of it. He does make the most of it. Johnny Clayton gets away with one there.
When was the last time you saw Johnny Clayton drop a dart? I, for the life of me, can't remember one time before tonight, and I've seen him drop 2. He's had to work hard in this game, that's for sure.
Nice. Looked like it was going to be a relatively straightforward night for Johnny Clayton when he was 4-2 up. Adam Gawlas burst into life, and maybe the chances slipped away.
They've both had 11 trebleless visits.
59.
Make that 12 for Gawlas. This is very tight. 11 darts at double for Clayton, 12 for Gawlas. Fine margins.
99.
What do you reckon, Dan? Bogey number, or is he going to get the right amount of 18s and a 60?
Let's see if he actually has to. He may not need to do anything fancy. Going to, is he? Probably.
58.
Do what you like, Johnny. Don't worry about the numbers. Not that you often have.
92.
Correct route. And a very big lead. The only thing that changes things is a max. And it doesn't feel like he's got enough in the tank at the minute. It feels like he's wounded from missing that shot at tops.
He was on top He battled his way back. He got the chance to get his nose in front for the first time in the match. He was unable to take it, and Johnny Clayton might be closing this one out.
125.
It'll do.
It'll do. But how good was the marker in the 60 for another one? Why has he gone bull?
He knew there was a 5 on the end of it.
Because if you have 135, you go bull first.
Yeah.
But not with one dart left, Johnny.
Yeah.
30.
Well, it doesn't matter. Adam Gawlas rallied in this game to make things really, really difficult and really interesting. But he couldn't take the chance to lead. And Johnny Clayton has shut the door in his face, and the Premier League lead.